All right, guys, what's going on in today's video? I'm going to do a quick one on how do I combat membership churn during the holiday season, the months of November and December, and take advantage of the Black Friday hype. So this question comes prompted to me by way of a couple posts in the Big Little Gyms Pro group. This is a group here all of our gym owners that are in our program here at biglittlegyms.com have access to, where they can get guidance, mentorship, and coaching, in addition to the tools and systems that we give them for their lead generation and marketing goals. All right, so Tyler here posted a question here saying, okay, inflation and leads, what are you doing to combat member loss due to inflation? She said, I feel our prices are super fair, $139 a month, student price being at $85 a month, both of which are very, very low. But this last month, she's had a big drop. Everyone's stating groceries are killing them, plus holidays are coming up. She's asking, what are you doing to generate leads during the holidays? We're in a small town, unfortunately, and I do not want to raise prices. We've been open 11 years, and it's never been this way. Okay, so this, it's really interesting this time of the year that we tend to get more of these types of questions, right? And usually when I see this type of question, there's a couple things there. There is the practical stuff, which I'm going to go over with you here in a second. I've got a few things you can do, and we're going to try to keep this video relatively short, in the 10-minute range for you guys, so you can, take this advice and run with it and get to work. But a couple of things on the mindset end that I want to approach right away that just stand out to me is she's saying the words small town followed by the words unfortunately. Now here's the interesting thing is small towns are not disadvantaged when it comes to growing a brick and mortar group fitness gym. We actually we have more successful gyms in small towns than we do in big metropolises. In fact, small towns, it's actually easier to dominate. Actually, one of the most successful gyms we work with, a gym called OYL Fitness out in they're in Hazlet, Texas. They've actually just won their 50K Club award. This hammer right here actually is their the award we give for if a gym tops 50K in revenue. And this is a gym in a town that's 45 minutes outside the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's a satellite city where there's nothing in between them and the main metropolitan area for about 45 minutes. And their town is 3,000 people in it. And they do over $50,000 revenue per month. And they're not the only ones. We work with 600 gyms. We have, hundreds of gyms in small towns running very successfully. In fact, I would say it's easier to market and dominate in a small town than it is in a more competitive, busy city metropolis, right? So I first want to remove that thinking, because that's something that's holding a gym owner back, or any business owner back, if they think that they can't dominate in their small business in a small town. And her prices, I did want to address that as well. So her prices are very, very low. Most of our gyms are priced closer to the $200 a month range, with student and military discounts maybe being right around $150 a month. And again, in small towns, there's less competition. There's no reason to get in a race to the bottom. And this gym owner, she did share with me that she's got a low price competitor in her market that's been known to steal clients from her. And generally, the issue with that is you're priced almost too close to that person, right? And the issue there is you're just getting undercut by someone, because you're kind of putting yourself in that low price conversation as well by being priced too low for what you do, versus if you focus on being a completely different offering altogether and making your memberships more focused on value and quality at a higher ticket price, versus trying to get into a race to the bottom because you think being in a small town is holding you back, right? So I wanted to kind of answer those two things first, just in her post directly. I want to get into some things here to talk about how you can combat churn during the holiday seasons for your gym. So the best way to combat churn during the holiday seasons for your gym is actually to be proactive, right? If you're waiting until the ball is dropping in November and December to actually do something about staying ahead of churn for the season, you're actually kind of failing your own business in a way here, right? We know as gym owners, as seasonal business owners, that November and December are going to be months where naturally our clients are going to have more distractions, right? They're going to have more things vying for their attention. And ultimately, if people are attending less classes, they are going to be churning out, right? So these are things that if you're monitoring your rate of attendance, right, which you should have on average, your members attending at least 3 classes per week. If your members are attending on average less than 3 classes per week, then you are going to start churning people in the following months, right? So this gym owner, had she looked at attendance last month, she probably could have seen the writing on the wall that attendance is low. And if you know attendance is low, then you do things to get attendance up. Now, some of the things that we've done in the past at our gyms, and we have our gyms do here at Big Little Gyms, is in November, we'll have them run a challenge. One that we really like that we have a lot of fun with is called the Rovember Challenge. And it's actually a challenge that you put on for free for your members and that you have a lot of fun with. Now, generally, you would want to use the month of October to start talking about the Rovember Challenge and getting your members signed up for it, and it's free. And the bait to have them do it is to give away a T-shirt, right? That's what we used to do. We used to give away a free T-shirt that was a unicorn on a rower, and it said, our gym's logo on it, and said, 100K row challenge or whatever we want to do. And it was super fun, super cool shirt. And we had members that would they want to do the challenge every November to win the shirt, right? And the shirt would cost us like $8 to get printed. And the reason why we did this is because there was a number of years where November was actually one of our lowest attendance months, November and December. So our goal with the November challenge was to get attendance up. And so we made this 100,000 meter row. So our gym used the Concept 2 rowers, and you could do a 5K row on a Concept 2 rower, even if you're out of shape and not in great shape. You can do a 5K row. It's not hard on the body. You don't even need to warm up for it. It literally is a machine people use to warm up. And you can row 5K on it at a leisurely pace in 30 minutes. And so we would have clients come in to do the 100K row challenge, and they would just come in and do like an easy 5K, or they'd come in and do their class for the day and stay after and do their 5K. But then we saw that they started coming in on the days in between their classes, because some people would just come 3 days a week, but they would start coming on, say they came Monday, Wednesday, Friday normally, they would start coming in on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays in November to actually get their row meters in. Right. And so we issued this challenge, and we built a lot of pressure behind it to make it something everybody was doing. What we did is we put a big scoreboard up. We got some craft paper out, 36 by 48 craft paper, colorful stuff I used to use in elementary school. And we got a big yardstick, and we drew lines on it. And every 2,000 meters had a box, and we had a packet full of little stars, gold stars. And for every 2,000 meters they rode, they got a gold star. And we had that charted out all the way across 100K meters. And we would have members sign up for it in October. And then in November, they would come in and start their row. And we'd see the gold stars starting. And everybody would see the scoreboard. And we put it right in the gym when they walked in, right off to the side so they could see it. And anybody who saw that wanted to do it too. And so we would have literally 50, 60% of our gym doing the 100K meter row challenge. And what was funny is the year we started doing this, we actually had the best attendance month of the entire year in November. And we actually had a really, really successful month of November and going into December, because what we did is we left November and we went immediately into what we call the final 30, right? So in December, we would do what's called the final 30 challenge. And it was the same thing where they got we did a coffee mug this time. This time they got a coffee mug, and the coffee mug cost us $5 to get made. We would just buy them in bulk. We'd buy 100 of them, and they cost us $5 to get made. And we'd have everybody sign up in advance, so we knew how many coffee mugs we had to get made. So in November, we're signing people up for the final 30, and we had a coffee mug that was, the Spark CrossFit Final 30. And it would have a cool quote on it and something like an inside joke on it or something like that. And they would win this coffee mug if they attended a minimum of 3 classes per week through December, right? So again, we had a scoreboard up, and every Friday, and we did this during the November challenge too, every Friday we would recognize those that were on track. And we would tag them, and we would have them share something like, hey, share, and it would be something funny, right? Share your favorite food this week, right? We tagged the ones that completed it. Share your favorite food this week. The reason why we did this is we wanted to keep them engaged with our gym on the internet in the other 23 hours of the day where they weren't necessarily sitting in front of our gym or sitting at our gym, right? That's the biggest problem gym owners have, is they're not engaging their people outside of the gym. They're just only engaging people in the 1 hour they're at the gym. They're sending them home, and they think that that's community. No, it's these days community, and it's always been this way, community takes place in the hours outside of the gym, in the off-site meetings, in the events that you run, online, right? And the best community builders are doing it online these days, right? You're seeing this all the time with big companies running big communities of people all over the world buying their service, right? Okay, so that's what we did for member retention-driven challenges. Now, Black Friday offers. With Black Friday offers, there's 2 types of offers. You have internal membership promotion, and you have external acquisition promotion, right? So this I'm going to do a whole separate video on, so I'm not going to stay long on this, but you should be thinking about, 3-4 weeks out from Black Friday, what the promotions are going to be for both, and it's not the same promotion for both. Internal membership promotion is going to be used more as a cash flow injection, not used for client acquisition, but for those existing members to do some paid in fulls, right? So that's what you're doing, is bringing cash flow forward so you can get capital during this down season in preparation for the new year, so you can go use that cash to do marketing campaigns and then leverage that cash. So say you generate $20,000 in paid in fulls from your Black Friday deal from your existing members, you can then go take $10,000 of that and spread that out over the first 3 months of the new year and generate another, say, $50,000 or $100,000 in recurring revenue off of the new member acquisition you get from those ads, right? And then other $5,000 you can use to pay yourself. External acquisition is going to be more about talking about the offer, but not actually telling them what the offer is, right? For gyms, especially gyms that sell not cheap memberships, like if you sell if you're a CrossFit gym or a martial arts gym or something like that, you're not selling a $40 a month thing. You're selling a $150 or $20 a month thing. it doesn't matter how much you discount that thing by, unless you're giving it away for free. No one's really going to care about what the actual offer is. No one's going to think it's that exciting. So the hook in and of itself in your advertising for your Black Friday is just letting them know you have a Black Friday deal and doing lead generation with that Black Friday deal, but not actually telling them what the offer is. Instead, using that as an opportunity to book them for an appointment to come on down and meet with you so you can tell them what the Black Friday offer, and that's where you make the offer, because we found that most gyms, when people actually show up, they close most people they talk to, right? So the goal is to get them in front of you, right? And I would say in both situations, you're going for paid in fulls. For a lot of our gyms, you're running 3-month and 12-month paid in full options, and you're really not focused on like a discount as much as you're focused on bundling and bonusing, right? So what you might want to do is offer like a annual membership for 10 months. So yeah, sure, they get a little bit of a discount. They're getting 2 months free, which is awesome. And if they know they're going to be here for the next year, why not, right? Why not just pay for it in full? But then say, hey, you're also going to get our New Year challenge. Our members use our Atomic Nutrition Coaching system to fulfill on the nutrition coaching model, running what we call a bod squad challenge. And our clients, members love to do that thing. It generates a lot of revenue. But what you do is you advertise you're going to be running that for the new year, but then you give people who do the Black Friday deal that free on top if they do the paid in full, and also saving 2 months. So they're getting that, and they're getting this big bundle and bonus type of offer, right? And it really gets people excited and it makes them want to do it. And what's cool is you can educate these people once you roll out your offer on Black Friday. You can say, hey, by the way, if you still want to pay for this monthly, here's a quick little tip. You can use a 0% credit card, and you can give them a list of credit card links that are referral links from you. Say, like you have a Citi card. Citi has a lot of 0% credit cards. If you have one of these cards yourself, you can actually make points by offering your members your referral link for the credit card, right? And get a bunch of free points for getting their referrals. All credit card companies do that. Meanwhile, you're educating your clients on how to use that 0% credit card to pay for your paid in full, which they can just pay for in just installments over the next 12 months and get the discounted price. So they're actually be paying less per month, or they can just pay cash for it, whatever they want to do. Next is what I call the ReGift play. This is one of my favorite strategies for Black Friday. Is in addition to your higher ticket 3-month and 12-month bundles you're going to offer for Black Friday only, your low ticket is going to be what we call the ReGift play. And this is a discounted or free gift card you give to your existing members to re-gift to their friends and family as a holiday gift. So you say, how would you, Mr. Customer, like to give the gift of fitness to your best friend or your family? And secret, don't tell them you get a discount, but you're going to be able to buy it for us at a fraction of the price, right? So say it costs $300 a month to get started at your gym, or a month of membership costs $200. What you do is you tell your existing member, hey, you can buy a month of fitness that's valued at $200, because they know that, because they pay this, for $20 or $50. And you can give this to your member. Now what you got here is, instead of asking your member to bring friends in and begging them, they're now paying you. They're paying you to bring a referral in, right? And really, you should be okay with, if someone's bringing someone in, to be able to give that person that free month to basically get them signed up. When that person comes in, you get them signed up for their ongoing membership from day one, right? You say, hey, your first month is included free as part of, the gift card your buddy gave you, but we do need a card on file for your ongoing membership, as well as for any purchases you make as a member, right? Now, last little call to action I'm gonna have for you guys is what I call the 100-day power hour. Now, this is another way to combat seasonal churn, is that you do what we call the Power Hour Challenge, which is 100 days of 1 hour of revenue generating activity and prospecting activities separate from your closing and sales. And this includes 10 phone calls you're going to make per month, outbound, follow-up, prospecting, reactivation, outbound, and partnership outreach stuff that you're going to do for every day for 1 hour. If you do this for 100 days, you will double your gym. And this is something that here at Big Little Gyms, we actually have an entire we issue this challenge to our gyms, and we give them an entire training protocol with a breakdown of what to do in their power hour. If that's something you want to learn more about, go to biglittlegyms.com and fill out the form to talk to us about getting started. We'll meet with you on a call to show you how we can help you get more members, keep them longer, and make more profit along the way. When you get to the website, you'll click the Get Started button. Will pop a form. When you fill out that form, it'll take you over to book your discovery call with us, where we will talk about your current situation, your desired situation, and talk about a little about what you're currently doing and not doing, and show you how what we do can help get you to your goals. Go to biglittlegyms.com, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.